sports. It's in the game.
Stand up. He say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight. Big fur jacket from eBay, no timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta don't stop, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get it all prepaid. What you? I'm on it break, no side, no about these ways.
GA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it should be a great one between the Toronto Mounties taking on the Baltimore Ravens. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 41-yard line.
Come on.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And he's got his big tight end here.
Number 82. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Monty.
60.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
60 Bobcat.
Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
18, 5 years.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Claws red. Black shot.
Looking to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They'll set up to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
Strike. Check. Strike.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Ready?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score. Ravens.
Second quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Mounties are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Down.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
Yeah, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 2nd catch in this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On the double.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Check smash.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be a...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Extra point by York is up and good, and the lead is up to 8. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's A.J. Cole now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you had looked, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right. Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory, look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it's the right time to make that call. They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship, 3rd and goal.
Black Ultra. Hey, green. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. And for the Ravens, touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. York on now for the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. Trap 60, trap 60. Hurry, go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Ready.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. ball incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And the slot man goes in motion left.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Dragon 60.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
First down, Toronto.
79 Broncos. Buffalo 18.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now back to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Mounties are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Steel, black. White, white. Blaster, stink.
2nd and 13. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
On the move to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 65 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he is out of bounds here. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Let's go. Strike. Check. Strike.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens add 6 to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. 2nd and 9 now. Rolling to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Ready?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will fight. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. One quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Back to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
A gain of 14. First down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43.
First down, Toronto.
They'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Ready, set.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready,
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Forced out to his left. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now their backs really against the wall now. They knew how tough this would be on the road. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues. Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Quickly here, and that's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Still on his feet. Touchdown! A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Mounties get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for two. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable, and that's caught inside the 35. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. York now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
The Ravens take over first down 10 at the 35-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
That's caught at the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Down the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
He will return this from deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Inside the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
The Ravens are champions of the AFC as we sign off and say goodnight, everybody.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
point 'em out, 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 point 'em out. Watch 'em panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, 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 and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, him, and him.
Been the best in this game for a minute. If I want it, then I'ma go get it. Ain't no asking, you know I'ma spin it. I don't go back and forth like it's tennis. I'm in mode, I've been locked on a mission. Keep it G, I ask God as my witness. I'm not pressing my bro off suspicion. Never pressing my bro off suspicion. She from NOLA, she got superstition. I'm not waiting and hoping and wishing. I'm not stopping, I'm ballin' relentless. I'm a stepper, I'm standing on business. In the rumors, I'm minding my business. I'm a tutor, teach you how to get it. I tap in with the ones in your city. We make movies, we all the way with it.
Point 'em out, 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 point 'em out. Watch 'em panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
I told the people, yes, I'm him. I did the impossible, but I'm not Kim. Gotta be by the escalator. I'm on the rim, hit the butter with a bitch. We gon' study this film. I ain't gotta say nothing. Ain't always for real. Country boy, tryna give me a meal. You want you some problems? You got you a deal, Mr. Bushwick. Bill, tell me how you feel. No, I'm not from Dallas, but yes, I'm a cowboy. We them boys. We making loud noise. Staying fresh today. I be looking like a house. Got a defensive line that'll make them sit down. Feel like a D-lineman, but still making touchdowns. Get them in their hometown. I ain't here now one time. I been a big bully since I was on the playground. I'm all grown up and I still don't play around.
Point 'em out, 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 point 'em out. Watch 'em panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round